constantly in evolution, meaning it was changing the thought process, the thought patterns, everything. This should also give you a brief idea about the time scale of it. Because if something, a way of life is changing, that means there is a centuries of past experience of trial and error. Because we have that element of introspection, that thought process, that inquiry of questions inside our head. We've established this in the previous videos. If it is not making sense to you, watch all the previous videos, it will start making sense. Okay. So right now we are going to talk about the theology. Like I said, the Atharva Ved is in a way a transition phase from the Vedic way of life, the Vedic Aryan way of life that was being practiced, towards what is being practiced in the Upanishads, and Atharva Ved is where their transition happens. Okay. Now here, people, the mental space of people was clouded with spirits. Okay, meaning that in the Vedic religion, like I said, it was more about worshipping the forces of nature, and there was this communion with God. You keep on praying, there was a mutual give and take. Since you are praying to the God, you expect something in return, that is the earthly profits. But when we come to the Atharva, or the people who lived during those age, we call them Atharvans. They believed that the world is full of shapeless ghosts and spirits of death, according to Radhakrishnan. That is what he has written in his book. And anything bad that happens can be traced back to those spirits. That is, catastrophes of the world are traced to dissatisfied spirits. Now here I would like to mention that we have also spoken about this in other videos on my channel as well, but right now, just to squeeze it into a few lines. During the Rigvedic age, the faith was practiced by the elites, meaning the Vedic way of life involved elaborate yajnas, and those yajnas involved the use of a significant amount of resources. And for you to possess those significant amount of resources, you must possess certain wealth. And not everybody was wealthy enough to practice those things. So the practice of the Vedic way of life was limited to or concentrated to certain elites. But the common man, the people who wanted to practice, they also wanted to do that. So when there is a transition from during the Atharva age, or the age of the Atharva Veda or the Atharvans, they wanted, it was more like a popular way of life. Everybody wanted to do it.